Okay.
Hi, I'm Jim Vachereau, working for Rideouts. It is October in 2010, and I'm going to talk to you today about building a dock. We've made, this will be my fourth dock section, and we're going to do one more this season, this week. And I thought I'd just give you some of the basics about the dock building. So the dock basics are right here. This is hemlock. It's a 4 inch by 8 inch rough milled piece of hemlock bought locally. And rough milled meaning the dimension is that it's 4 inches wide and 8 inches deep. You can see the dock structure. This is going to be a 16-foot 16-inch length. We built the same basic design to 24 inch or 24 foot, 16-foot 6 inch. This one and a couple of sections we made before were 24 foot. So although this is 16 feet 6 inches long, 8 feet wide, and we have cedar planking that's 6 inches by 1 1/8 or something like that, 1 1/4, that goes on cedar planking we're going to put later. But what I wanted to point out was just some of the specifics about the details around this dock section. So you want to come over here, you can see the basic design right here is we've got two main support beams on either side. So these two main support beams house, when this dock's finished, house 55-gallon plastic drums, the polyethylene drums. They're food grade drums, and we just happen to use those. We seal them up. Actually, we do a job with the bungs. We melt them. I got a plastic welder. We found that was the most successful way to keep a seal over the years. So anyway, the 5 of those barrels will fit on one side, 5 of those on the other, provide the flotation for the dock. So that's what these two beam structures, other set of beams over there. So the other thing we've done now is put these internal spacers here, and what this does is it keeps the beams from splaying out over the years. Even though you got dock plank on top, they tend to splay out, and that's what these cross pieces do. So this was an addition we did. Some of the docks don't have these. So put these sections across. This happens to be 38 inches. Oh, and the internal dimension here is 21 inches face to face. That fits the barrel nicely. A couple of things then for the bolting things together. You can see we're starting to use this tar. This is a roofing cement. Goes on, and to finish we're going to put it on all this mating surface here, and then I've got some aluminum flashing we're going to put on, and then put the decking on top, and it provides a good waterproof, or not waterproof, but water resistant, bug resistant. So the thing I wanted to point out here was how we got the support pieces, the cross pieces structured, and we'll use 5 or 6 inch 9/16 bolts, and 5 or 6 inches with a washer. I forget the exact dimension of the washer. It is a 7/16 washer, so it'll fit on the bolt. I'm sorry, these are not the 9/16. These are 7/16 bolts, lag bolts. This happens to be a 5 inch. You use 5 or 6 inch to get the proper engagement. And so what I do is I drill through. Well, first off, the thing I wanted to point out was I made a template so that all these holes can be drilled, and I don't have to drill the mating piece in place. I can drill all the holes, and then, as you see here, mate it up and then put the bolts in. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about drilling the holes for the dock. This dock's assembled, and what I've done is created a template to allow for the proper location of the holes so that we can drill through them. So this is a example of one of the beams that comes cross pieces here, and if you look down here, we've got the running beam here, another running beam down here, spaced appropriately so the barrels will fit underneath, and then we've got a cross piece holding these two. We also have a cross piece in between this other barrel frame on that side. So, although that's set in back here 16 inches. So the trick is to drill holes and get them ready for the lag bolts in such a way that they'll engage properly and it'll be flat on top, the top mating surface, so that we can put the decking on, and you're not going to have mismatches of spaces, mismatches of the surface. So what we did is I put together a template here that allows for the drilling of the two holes. The spacing was an attempt to be symmetrical, although the wood is not consistent enough to allow for a total symmetrical. So this one's 2.5 inches down, this one's 2.5 inches up, and then it's centered around this point here. This template is made in such a way is I can put the template on the end of the cross piece where the holes are needed, and it automatically lines up. I use a 1/4 inch bit drill in, and that sets the initial first drilling. And then I can follow up with the proper size bits after that. Now, one could, without this, hold the pieces in place, drill them, have somebody hold them and drill them, and then drop it and then follow up with appropriate drilling. But it is nice to be able to drill all these pieces and get them all ready, kind of in a kit form on the ground, particularly when you're doing your countersinking with your 1 1/4 inch blade bit, paddle bit, because it's quite a bit of torque, and I use a 1/2 inch or a 1/2 horse electric drill to drill those. So it's good to be able to drill straight down rather than sideways and that sort of thing. So